Hi everyone. Today I'm going to share with you a simple exercise in self-holding. So self-holding, another way to consider this, is a containment exercise or a self-soothing exercise where we'll be using our own hands, placing them in different areas of the body to support our nervous systems to settle and to feel a bit more contained, present, boundaried, and safe. The exercise I'm going to share with you today is directly from Dr. Peter Levine, who developed Somatic Experiencing. So I hope you enjoy. And with this exercise, you can either do this seated in a comfortable chair. Nice support behind your back is important here. You might also choose instead to lay down and find a place that's really comfortable and cozy. Get a pillow under your head, a pillow under your knees, even covering up with a blanket if you like that extra support. So feel free to pause the video while you get situated, and then we'll meet back here and jump right into the exercise. So once you have that comfortable position, whether you're seated in a chair or laying down on a couch, a bed, or the floor, we'll begin just by either closing the eyes or softening your gaze at a single point on the floor or at your lap, and just allowing those eyes to start to relax and settle. And then we'll bring one hand to the heart and one hand up to the forehead. And you can be curious here, what hand wants to be on what part of the body? You might explore and then find one way feels a little more natural than the other and just settle in there. Giving yourself some time here, we're simply going to sit and wait and be curious of how the body initially begins to respond, how your nervous system initially begins to respond to having your hands in these two very specific places. Holding your forehead, front of your brain, and holding your chest, your heart, your lung area. You might bring some gentle curiosity into that space between your hands. Just getting a general sense from heart to forehead. What do you notice? Allowing lots of space and time here for that first initial downshifting to occur. You might feel this shift, this sense of settling happens quickly, or you might find you need a little more time today. So just know that sitting here for 5 or 10 minutes with your hands in these locations might really be what it takes sometimes to help your nervous system find that shift towards settling. And then we'll slowly begin to explore sensation in the hands, first bringing attention to the hand on your forehead. Sensing first, is that hand holding your forehead firmly? Is it gently resting? Is it soft? Is it rigid? Is it warm or cool in temperature? Is there anything pleasant about having your hand on your forehead? Perhaps a sense of weight or warmth or containment. Or maybe it's a feeling that you cannot describe, and that is okay. And then we'll bring that attention a little deeper underneath the hand, into the forehead space, into the head. Checking in there. What do you notice in the forehead, the skin that comes into contact with your palm? Does the front of your brain feel quiet or busy? Is it dark or bright in there? And now shifting awareness down into the hand that's resting on your heart. Noticing things like the sensations on the palm of your hand, any temperature, how much pressure feels right for that hand to be applying. And settling that awareness a little deeper, moving into the body, into the heart and the chest space, the chest plate and the skin. Noticing qualities of sensation, perhaps any movement or pulsation. And again, just feeling both hands at once. And your lifted arm might be getting tired, so we'll move to part 2 at this point, lowering the hand from forehead very gently onto the belly. And the belly has a lot of space, so you can decide where you would like your hand to rest. Maybe it's higher up on the solar plexus, maybe it's on the navel, or maybe it's below the navel. So take a moment there if you would like to just explore and see where does it feel best for you to have your hands resting. Maybe you want to switch hands between belly and heart and just feel what feels natural, what comes the most naturally to you there. Softening the gaze or closing eyes once more. Let's just sense into that space between the hands. From belly to heart, the torso, your center. Feeling for the movement of those areas with your gentle breathing. And noticing, is there a sense of stillness in this area of the body? Is there a sense of busyness? Is there no sense of anything? Or maybe there's a lot of sensation. So we're keeping this slow and gentle, and we're just noticing what you notice between your hands. And now bringing that attention just into the hand that's resting on the belly. Feeling again for if that hand feels relaxed or engaged. If there's anything nice about the weight or the pressure of that hand, or perhaps that hand wants to just hover very lightly above the belly. And remembering you get to choose the quality of this contact. And then noticing inside the belly what shows up as you bring that curiosity there. Letting go of judgment as best you can and just seeing how it feels, comfortable or uncomfortable. both are okay. And then bringing attention back a little further out to both hands at once, feeling those hands supporting, holding, and containing center of your body, all your important organs and viscera. And before we end, let's be curious if there is some message that your hands would like to send into your body. If your hands could say something and send that message inward, what would the message be? And if you're not sure, or if you'd like an idea, I always like to use the message, thank you. And just imagine my hands are sending that wave of gratitude and thankfulness into my body. Thank you, body. And you might remain here as long as you would like. If you found some greater stillness or feeling of safety in the body, just hang out and enjoy. And whenever you feel ready, take your time to release hands as if we're being really caring, really gentle with yourself. Just letting the hands release down. And spend a few moments looking around your room and reorienting back out here, because we just spent so much time deeply internal with our awareness. So it can be nice to let your eyes start to take in a bit more information, look across the room, peek out a window, see what the sky is doing, and just notice the effects of this exercise in self-holding on your body today. And thank you so much for joining in, and I hope you stay well.